Hey guys, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for coming back if you are a returning viewer, and if you are brand new, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you decide to stay tuned for the whole video because in today's build, we are building just this cute little eclectic home. I intended for this build to be for one sim, but it could be two sims assuming that your scoot functions on a double bed work properly, because this is a rather small build and I end up placing a double bed against the wall, and I just had a single sim here when I was playtesting, and my sim just automatically, for the most part, scoots all the way over against the wall. Sometimes they don't though. I don't really know why that is, and it's just kind of strange. But either way, this build, I think personally, is perfect for a single sim because, like I said, it is a pretty small build. It is one bedroom, one bathroom. There is a washer and dryer on the lot, which I was glad I was able to squeeze in. You will see when I start putting together the floor plan here, I end up kind of not rearranging, but I end up sizing up some rooms and kind of tweaking the hallway a little bit because I had a somewhat specific floor plan in mind. I mean, maybe not so much floor plan, like the blueprint portion of it, but like I wanted for my sim to be able to like walk into the house and kind of be in like the living room. And I wanted it to feel very cozy, not crammed, but just cozy. Everything is kind of like right there when you walk in. And I wanted a fireplace here. I wanted there to be a little hallway, and that kind of like leads you into the bedroom and the bathroom. And then I wanted the kitchen to be kind of on the larger side. I mean, I feel like older homes, they're all different, but from my experience, I feel like lots of older homes that I've been in and seen like on Zillow or just online, I feel like they have pretty decent sized kitchens, but then they might have some smaller other like common areas and living spaces. And I just felt like it worked really well here because my sim is able to have that really, it's one of my favorite dining tables. It's the circular table from Laundry Day, I'm pretty sure, and I love that table. I like using it when I can, especially in like family builds. I feel like it's a really cute like family table because you can fit lots of sims around there. I believe you can fit up to 6, and then I think it just has this nice like eclectic kind of boho, well, maybe not so much boho, but definitely eclectic, or kind of like a look where it's been maybe passed down, and I really like it. But here I was just in the bathroom, and this is where I add the washer and dryer. But I wanted to quickly say, so we had a recent patch update because of the new kit that was released, I believe it was a few days ago now. And you can no longer, at least I can't in my game, and I've always done this because I don't like how low a lot of the mirrors are some mirrors are really high, but when it comes to placing a mirror behind a sink, like in a bathroom like this, I feel like the mirrors are really low, so I'll always raise them up like 2 or 3 keys probably, and I wasn't able to do it, and I'm pretty sure it's because of the patch update. So I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments if that is just a me thing. It's probably not just a me thing because it was very coincidental with the new update. So I'm sure it's probably for everyone, but I was a little bummed about that. I don't know why they would, change that because I had my move objects on, and I don't know. It's not a huge deal because, like I said, I only raise it like 2 or 3 keys normally, so it's not a huge change, but it's just something that I've always done. And yeah, so anyway, moving on, we are in the kitchen, and I really like the way that this kitchen ends up turning out with the layout and everything. Like I said, I kind of wanted this kitchen to have an older feel to it, kind of just the whole home in general. I wanted to have like this older feel to it, because I feel like this little neighborhood in Willow Creek that's kind of how I've turned this neighborhood into, is just like almost like these bungalow style homes that have maybe been here for a while, and maybe some have been updated, but in my personal opinion, this one has not, because it's got the old Smeg fridge. These counters and cabinets are a little dingy, but I personally love it, and I feel like it plays into the whole like eclectic theme that I was going for here. And I feel like lots of older kitchens also have almost like a standalone like stove, kind of like how it's like off to like itself over here on this wall. And I'm like struggling to find my words today. It's been a minute since I've done a voiceover, but I really liked that the way that this kitchen turned out is basically what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I'm feeling a little rusty because if you guys saw, well, not last week's build, it was 2 weeks ago now, I uploaded my, regular Monday build, and I told you guys that I had just gotten over having COVID, and I was like, I wasn't super sick, but I just felt so bogged down. And honestly, I was like in my room a lot for those, at least 10 days I was in my room. So that's like 2 weeks is a long time. If we're rounding up here, that was like 2 weeks. Yeah, it was just kind of a lot. And I really wanted to create some content for you guys, like at least a bedroom or some kind of room or just something, so I'm at least still giving you guys content, and I can at least post something on my Twitter or my Instagram, or even if I could just post a screenshot on my YouTube, like to let you guys know, hey, I'm still here. Like, I just, for whatever reason, I had created one build while I was sick. And ever since then, I didn't want to play Sims. I didn't want to open Sims. It was like this weird mental block where I was like, no, like the last time I built, I felt like shit. Like it was the weirdest thing. And then I just recently, like last week, actually played Sims, and it was just this weird thing. I know it's all in my head, but like I was just like, oh, the last time I played, I was just sick, and I was kind of like feeling depressed because I was in my room for like way too long. And so that's another reason too why I didn't want to post last week. I was not in the mood. Even though I was recovered at that point, I was like, I'm just going to take a break. It's a very much needed break. I wouldn't normally do that. But anyway, I'm back, and I'm very happy with the first build that I created after being back from being sick and not having any content for you guys. And my last 2 builds were apartments, and I didn't feel very confident about my last one. Like, it's honestly not even an apartment I would really play in because it was just kind of whatever. Like, it wasn't really my style. I just kind of threw it together. I mean, I did try, but at the same time, I was just trying to get through it and give you guys content, and it wasn't my best work. So that's another reason too why I just was like, last week, I'm not doing a post or I'm not doing a build or anything. I just wanted to take a break, and it was much needed because now I'm ready to go. And I should mention, I was inspired to build this home from, it's so random, from the Scoob movie. So if you guys have seen Scoob or you're aware of what I'm talking about Scooby-Doo. And it's like a newer Scooby-Doo movie. I don't even know when it came out, but I work with kids and we play movies all day at my work. And this is just one of the newer ones that we have. So usually we'll play like a more new movie. And every now and then I'll like look over at the TV and they show the outside of Shaggy's house, and it is so freaking cute, but I was not able to find like a screen grab of it anywhere. I don't have the movie, so I wasn't able to screen grab it myself. And basically though, what his house looks like is what this house looks like on the outside-ish. So it's like a yellow bungalow with a red door with those kind of, not dormers, but those kinds of pillars with like the brick at the bottom, and it's just a really cute house, and I've been wanting to build his house for so long now, but like I said, I wasn't able to find a screen grab, and I would have loved to show you guys. But if you guys have seen that movie or have access to that movie and you like want to see what it looks like, I recommend, because it's really cute, and I think I did a good job of recreating it without having the photo in front of me. It was just kind of like off in my brain, but I have seen it multiple times, so I think it was kind of like stuck in my head where I was like, I really want to build Shaggy's house. But that's kind of what I was inspired to do, or what inspired me to make this specific build, specifically on the outside, and then the inside was completely on my own. I really haven't seen the whole movie. I've just kind of, every time I felt like I would look over at it, it was like they were showing the outside of his house, and it was just so stinking cute. But like I said, I ended up making this for a single sim. You could totally have 2 sims here, but I really thought that this sim would enjoy maybe some plants. So I don't put plants like everywhere. And when I say plants, I mean like house plants, but I just kind of put them where I felt were necessary. And then I do end up placing, I think, 3 of the square planter boxes in the backyard, and kind of like that narrow like backyard portion near the bedroom. And I do landscape quite a bit, I guess, just to kind of like fill some of the dead spaces. And then I do end up placing 3 planter pots, as we're doing right now here on the patio, or I guess this is the porch. And if you do decide to download this off of the gallery, there will be flowers in that one. And then there will also be some other plants in the backyard as well. I think I have like parsley and basil. There's like carrots, bell peppers, grapes. There's not very many because I just didn't get around to doing it. But I didn't also really mean to save, like, or I guess share the version of this home that already had the plants in it. But I mean, it's really not that big of a deal if you don't like those plants, or you wanted to, you know, not build your own, but plant your own and kind of start from scratch. You could easily uproot them and start from there. And then also in the backyard, I do place a chicken coop. And basically, one of the reasons I did that was I was like, well, I want to put some sort of activity out here for this sim. And I ended up placing a sim here that I play off and on. It's like a family member of someone that I play all the time. I believe I talked about them in one of my last apartment renovation builds. But basically, she really likes animals, and she is going to be a teacher. And I felt like with how this home looked, this is just totally like almost like a kindergarten or like some kind of like elementary school teacher's house. I just felt like it's quirky, it's cute, it's nice and bright, and I just feel like that's kind of how elementary school teachers are. They're very positive and uplifting, and I just feel like this just looks like a kindergarten teacher's house. So that's who I ended up placing here, and I felt that she would love to have chickens. And then the chicken coop that I placed is yellow. So it's kind of cute. It's like a little version of this house, and I'm still really enjoying all of the cottage living pack items and functions that we have now. So I wanted to incorporate that here. And in Willow Creek, who says that you can't have a chicken coop? You know what I mean? Like, there's plenty of people that I even know personally that live in a suburb and have, you know, a normal backyard. Like, they don't even live on property and they have chickens because, you know, they want eggs. And I just figured it would be kind of nice. But I do end up slightly moving the chicken coop, just ever so slightly, because once my chickens would come out of the coop, they would end up on the other side of the fence, and then they were having trouble getting back in through the fence because I wanted to keep them gated back here. And so I ended up moving it over just a little bit, but it doesn't end up looking that much different. So you will see in the screenshots, I'm pretty sure when I took the screenshots, it was moved over a little bit, but it's pretty much in the same spot still. We are actually getting up to the end of the build. We're coming up on the screenshots here. So again, thank you guys so much. If you do watch my videos regularly, thank you for having patience with me when I was sick and just really not wanting to build. I just kind of needed a break, and I'm glad that I did because I think that I created a pretty good build here. But anyway, make sure you guys go follow me over on Instagram. My name is ashleyyangelinaa with 2 I's and 2 A's at the end of Angelina. And if you want to download this build, my EAID is ashleyyangelinaa with 2 Y's and 2 A's at the end of Angelina as well. I hope to see you guys in a future build. Bye. Anyway, yeah, I really liked this house because basically I got inspiration for this build from, oh my gosh, my cat is like, he's outside of the room. Okay, hold on.